Hello and welcome to the Blackout podcast, where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. And today I have my friend, mental health advocate, and of course DJ Suly. Thanks for coming to the podcast today.
Oh, I love that intro. Thank you.
It's true. You do all these many things. I'm like, what does she have the time? So let's start with what's the origin story of DJ Suly?
Oh my God, the origin story of DJ Suly. It actually started out, I was with my best friend, Kalain, and we were just like talking as we normally do, as girls do. And we saw these girls on TikTok. They're called like Mana. I forgot her other name. I actually even forgot the name of the crowd, the group, which is so funny. But there were just two girl DJs, and they were a duo, and they were best friends, and they were playing. And I saw them on TikTok, and I was like, what? Girls can DJ? Like before that, and I think that was the summer of 2022. So I had never seen like any female DJs. It's always been a very male-dominated industry for me, like in my mind. So I saw those two girls. So usually when I see something that speaks to me like that, I share it with Kalain. So I was like, Kalain, like I saw these two girls and they're like DJs, like that's so cool. And she was just like, me too. Like I feel like we should do that. I was like, wait, really? And usually, like, if you say something to me, and I'm very impulsive, so I'm like, let's do it. Like, actually, like, I'm impulsive, but I don't necessarily follow through sometimes, if that makes sense. Like, I might start something, but I might not necessarily finish it. That's kind of my ADHD. But, so, like, I was like, okay, let's actually do it. Like, I was really excited about it. And one thing I've always been very, very passionate about is music. Like, when I was younger, I used to write songs. I used to perform in, like, the living room with my sister. Okay. Like, so I thought I could sing. My mom broke the news to me a while ago.
You know what? I love your mom. I love your mom. Because every time I watch, like, America's Got Talent or American Idol, I'm like, someone should tell this person.
You're so...
Someone should tell this person they can't sing. But I think...
They didn't tell me that when I was younger, though.
Right? I mean, but no, of course, no, you can't tell a kid that they can't sing. So but you wait till she's a little bit...
I literally was going around saying I was the next Beyonce. I don't think you understand. Like, I thought I was the next R&B, like, queen, like, idol. Like, that's what I thought. What stopped it was when I moved to Canada and I started playing basketball. I get really riled up. So I would yell all the time, like when the girls were like screaming and like doing something good. And I just noticed all of a sudden I sounded awful. So I was like, damn, basketball. But I think before I was okay.
Right.
Like I feel like if I did some vocal training, got some auto-tune, I could have had a career. but because I started screaming, I was like, damn, I ruined my voice. I feel like I did because it's now more like raspy, I guess, in a way. But yeah, so I was like, I ruined my voice. Like it's over. My music career is done.
Right.
So even like with Kalain, she has a beautiful voice. Like she can sing. She's really talented.
She can sing?
No, so talented.
I didn't know she could sing.
So talented.
I know she acts and models.
The way I be bragging about her story, she can sing. Like she's a really good singer. So I've just always been like, we've always talked about music.
Tell her to stop losing her shoes, though. She's always losing her shoes.
No way. Kalain, no way. On the Blackout pod. I can't believe this. Anyways, I don't know about that. No comment. Anyways. But yeah, so that's how like DJ Suly actually began. So when I was like, okay, let's do it. I was like, who can teach us? Because I'm a very like hands-on learner. I don't really like learning off of like YouTube and stuff like that up until TikTok actually, because I have a short attention span. So like if I see something on TikTok and it's like a 2-minute video, I can grasp it real quick. But unless I'm super, super interested, I can't just sit down and watch YouTube. And also like YouTubers' voice plays like a very big like tune to me. And a lot of the educational YouTuber videos, I hate their voice.
You know, the other thing I think happens with YouTube videos is that I think maybe because of like the monetization, they just make this video longer than it needs to be. And like you can get to the point. So say I'm editing or whatever. I'm like, oh shit, how do I do this thing? That's literally all I need to know. No, so then I'll search for a video, say like, how do I put a color to this video? And then there's a video like that, but the person spent like 8 minutes talking about the thing.
And if it wasn't for the people in the comments who like tell you the time to go to, you're actually screwed. Or sometimes when you Google your question, they'll show you the clip like in the YouTube, but that just started. Yeah. So I was just like, I don't even want to like, because I don't, like with DJing, I didn't know where to begin. Like I didn't know anything about controllers, like the music, like nothing. Like I was the girl, I don't know if you ever seen that video of like this girl named Madeline. She's like, what do DJs even do? That was me like 2022. Like what do you guys do behind there? Like it's just not something I never paid attention to. But I was like, oh my God. And this was at the time too when Uncle Waffles and a lot of like prominent female DJs started like blowing up as well. So I was like, okay, what DJs in Halifax do I even like? I think that would be like a good mentor. So like DJ Henry came to mind. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to message him like, let's go meet him and see if he'd be willing to like show us a couple things. And yeah, so then we messaged him and Henry was actually super welcoming. He was like, yep, like you guys can come over. Like I'll show you like what I started on, like how they get started, like that type of vibe. So it was actually through like Henry. So he just showed me like how to like download music. Like he showed me his controller, like a couple things on like the controller.
Okay, you said controller like 5 times now. Yeah. What is the controller?
So it's like the DJ like deck. So it's okay, think of it like the keyboard to like your computer. It's what controls like your music. It's what you mix on. It's what you select. You can select your songs on. It's what you can do like fades and effects on, like when you're mixing.
So like that's the piano CD.
Yeah, so Pioneer, like
I say piano.
So it's okay. So there's like the prominent ones is like the Pioneer, Serato. Yeah. No, that's the software. Ricardo Box is what I'm thinking of. But those are the 2 ones that I know like properly.
Yeah, PCDJ.
I'm also like a very basic girl. Like as long as I figure something out that works for me.
You'll be like, that is the one.
That's all I need. Like it's until I advance more, I'll be like, okay, I'll get like the more, like more when there's like more gigs and stuff.
So
but I love
your own controller is...
a DDJ Rev 7. Okay. She's just like the mini one of like the big decks you would see like at the club.
See, it has the 2 spinning things.
Yeah, so those are called, I don't want to speak out like some mixers. Okay. Yeah, no. CDJs. Okay. The mixers in the middle. All right. So the CDJs are on the 2 sides and then the mixers in the middle.
So the one moves the song around, I guess.
Yeah, like, and it's also like where you can like set your like BPM and like time, and it's just, I don't even know. I wish I had my controller to show, but it's so like it's just kind of like I like to think of it as using my fingers on, what are they called?
Turntables.
Not the turntables. The olden school record players. Right. It's like you know the like thing on the record players. My finger is the thing on the record players for the CDJs. That's how I like to think about it. And there is similar, like there's vinyl CDJs as well.
And then the mixer is what to like.
Yeah, so that's like where like you can set like the sound, where you mix, where you can set your effects, like that type of stuff. So that's
the mixer. And then you like where you do the pump.
Exactly, like DJ Suly. That's where that comes in.
So each like key has a sound it plays or something.
Yeah, you can set like each key, like it can either have effects or like your cue points. Right. I use like mine a lot for cue points. Like
so cue points are where you want the song to start.
Yeah, and like where necessary.
How do you decide so you listen to? How do you decide
where I want the cue point? It depends on the beat. And then it also like depends on like when there's not a lot of vocals in terms of like mixing. So there's a certain part that's there, like after the chorus sometimes there's like parts where there's not like there's not a lot of vocals that you could mix in, or like even the beginning and the end is usually that part too. But also there might be like a beat drop like after the chorus that could make a good transition as well. So it just depends on the beat.
So I mean, basically all you do is listen to songs and like, how do you decide? Is it like beats, BPM is like the beat. Like, do you say in this set I'm just gonna make every song like, I don't know, 100? What is the typical BPM you love playing at? Do you have one or?
I think no, I don't think I have one. But I think the typical one for Afrobeats is around 100 BPM and like 113, and then the high like Amapiano like Afrobeat song is like 120.
Okay.
So
you between 100 and 120.
Yeah, that's usually what I play. But then I like my local 70s to like 90 range. But also just like a song could have a high BPM and also be slow at the same time. It's weird.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, but for like in terms of like selecting song, honestly, I just go on vibes, which is so weird. But then what I love about Serato is because I could see like the BPM and the key of like the song, I can now decide like best how to mix like with the songs I select.
If I put all the songs, I put like 6 songs, it's gonna say this one is 100, this one is 15, whatever, and then I can put all those, I guess, 100. Do you like play 100, 100, 100? Do you kind of start slow then go fast, or how do you do it?
You can, and then that's why like your cue points make up like a big deal, because sometimes you can do like a quick like transition, like at a beat drop, if that makes sense. But yeah, sometimes I like to like work my way up, if that makes sense. Especially because I open a lot for like guest DJs, so I have the advantage of like there not being like a crazy crowd at the beginning, and then I can work my way up to like a more hype like vibe. But then I can also start out slow.
Do you always start with the same song?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So someone is like, I want you to come play here. What happens from then? Like, do you practice or what? Like,
yeah. So for me, when I get a gig, I make a playlist of like what I want like the vibe of my set to be, and I'm like, okay, like what songs am I vibing to lately? What songs do I like that like I haven't gotten to play? And then I like make my own like folder for like the set. So like for like Sunday XU, I'll have like my own like folder for the Sunday XU set. And then because for Sunday XU, I like to like play a lot of like Afro beats.
What is Sunday XU?
Oh, the Taurus Madness event that happened in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like to like just play a lot of like Afro beats and Amapiano. So then that's where I like sometimes I'll work my way up, work my way down, like start with slow Amapiano, go a little bit high, do Afro
Where do
beats.
you get the music?
I download it off a website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It has all these songs like the
or YouTube.
Afrobeat songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you download the songs, put it on your computer, and then the controller decides like how the songs.
No, I organize it in like the DJ software, like the Serato DJ software.
And then your thing just gets. Oh wait, and then. Yeah, it's always like magic to me when they're up there. Anyway, okay, so you kind of what were some of the things you learned from DJ
Henry?
Henry, yeah.
Yeah, so Henry taught me how to download music. He taught me like the basics of like the controller, I would say, and like intro mixing is what I would say Henry
intro
taught.
Mixing.
Like just like in the sense of like how like fade in out the songs. Also, he shared a really nice book with me too.
Book?
Yeah. Oh my God, I need to find the name, but I read a couple chapters in it. Do I have a picture of it? But it was just like becoming a DJ book, and then there's a chapter about like female DJs, which was inspiring. So I read that, and he also gave me like when we first started, he gave me like an iPad with like this DJ software filled with like songs, so like hip hop, R&B, Afrobeats, and Amapiano, like those were the genres he put on the iPad, and then I would just like mix like on the iPad at first. So that's what I did like mostly of the summer of like 2022. I'd mix on the iPad, and then I switched over to like the like controller, and I would go to like his house and we would just like play together, and like he would listen to me play, and he told me like, you know, like a little bit about the industry. And then also because one of my good friends, Josh, he like works with the Loft. He like told me more about like the music industry too, because like he'd hire DJs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how Henry helped me. And Henry was like the opening DJ for my like reveal. because I didn't tell anybody
Oh,
that I was like.
I mean,
working.
other than Colleen, I guess.
Yeah, Colleen was the only one that knew, and my boyfriend. It was just those two, and then. Yeah, and then Henry. So then I like planned a whole party, invited everybody. A lot of people thought it was like my housewarming. Like they thought I got the house. I was like, I'm 20. Where do you guys think I got the house from? But okay. So I had that, and then I lost my train of thought.
No, DJ Henry opened for you?
Yeah, so DJ Henry like helped cover. So he was like the opening DJ for my event, which was
How did your friends feel when you started playing? What was the reaction?
They were really, really shocked. Like everybody was just like, "What?" Like where? And they were really proud. My friends are actually really supportive, so it was sweet. But yeah, everyone was just like where, how, what, and they're just like, "This is really cool. This is really different." Like what? Yeah, everyone was shocked.
Okay, cool. We'll come back to the music, but like. So, did you grow up in Halifax or?
I moved here when I was 10. Okay. So I would say I grew up here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Halifax is home.
And 10, that's years ago. How was the experience for you, and how's it like growing up in Halifax?
Moving to Halifax was an experience. Obviously, like as a young Black girl, just like experiencing racism like in school and stuff. It was a hard adjustment.
Right, there were not as many Black people.
Yeah, like now there's there's a huge Black community in like Halifax. But when we moved here, there wasn't that many families. And like where we lived, like I could count the families on my fingers that we knew.
Right.
So yeah, there wasn't a lot of people here. So and also going to a predominantly white school, like if anyone else was color, they were either Asian or Arab. So it was like I was the only Black girl in my class up until Clayton Park Junior High, which was my junior high school.
Wow.
So yeah, and there's one other Black girl in my class.
I mean, okay, so that experience then and now, what are some, apart from having, like, I guess, how is it like having way more Black people here now?
Yeah, you? Honestly, I've had a rough ride with, like, experiences in terms of, like, friends and, like, with different, like, friendships with different cultures. I don't think... Now I would say I don't think there's a difference between there. Okay, there is a difference in terms of connection and understanding in certain things, like with your hair. And it was also really nice, like as a young Black girl, to have Black girl friends where you could share makeup, which is so weird to say, but it's true. Like having girls like that could help you like do your hair, that know like your shade of like makeup, like that was nice to have too. And yeah, there's a different connection with like same race relationships. I think even relationships where you're from the same country, like you just have a deeper understanding for each other, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're better.
Right,
if that makes sense. Right. That's what I've learned like over the years. It doesn't really matter.
And like, was it any worse going from like high school to university?
Yeah, high school to university was an adjustment just because for me, it was during COVID.
Oh my God.
I'm like a pandemic like baby in terms of like university and high school. So I didn't get my like prom, like I didn't get any of that. And then, yeah, but then it was weird because COVID wasn't bad in Halifax that summer, like the 2020 summer. And then, you know, Justin Trudeau was now giving us the checks, the surge. So I was rich. I was rich. All of my Jordans I got during that time. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, because I think of like, where did that money go, Miriam? You should have invested. You should have done something with yourself. I spent it on shoes and going out. And that was also when I got my license that summer too. Oh, and boy. I had also just like stepped into like embracing my Black girl, so I just thought I was the top bitch, like you know what I mean? And then we had like this amazing group of like Black girl friends, and then it was also nice being friends with like other girls who are super super confident, who just knew themselves, embraced being a Black woman so much, and it was just like all of us, we were just like when we stepped out, you just those girls, they know what they're about. It was so nice. It was actually so nice to have that during like my first year of university. It's something I don't think I've never experienced in terms of like Black girl unity like that. It was really sweet. So yeah, so like that made my transition from high school to university like amazing. And I had like my best friend with me too. So, and then because COVID was still happening, school was online. So I was getting the CERB checks. I wasn't working. I had just gotten in a car, so we were just like going out.
Right.
It was so fun. Like I would I would work on my laptop like in the morning, go out literally Thursday to Saturday. It was so fun.
What did you study? Oh, what like did you study?
I'm studying psychology.
Yeah, that's where the thing came in.
I'm a psych girl.
Why psychology though?
At first, like, I was very, like, heavy, like, medicine, like, because my mom's a doctor, so she was, like, medicine, but I've always been, like, big on mental health, just because, I had a best friend that, like, in high school who suffered severely from, like, depression at the time, so, that was, like, my first awakening into mental health and how it could affect you so badly, and I also struggled, like, by myself, like, on my own, but I never really knew what to call it, if that made sense. And my mom was a psychiatrist at the same time too. So mental health has always been something that's in my realm. I just didn't really take it seriously until like I was in grade 10. So then that's when I started like educating myself more, and then just seeing it in the Black community too, especially during 2020 when like BLM like upward, like that was a very educating time, I feel like, for a lot of people. And for me, that was a time when I educated myself a lot on like mental health, just because I was going through it myself, because it was a weird time, like a lot of like loss, of a lot of like uncertainty, so it was just like, what is this feeling, like what is going on? So yeah, that was what really like opened my eyes into like mental health. And then so then psychology has just always been something, because I'm like, I want to help kids, and I don't want like kids to like go through this. Like I feel like if it's something that could be like intervened earlier, especially in schools and like with bullying and awareness and that type of stuff, I was just like, I feel like I could make a difference in this. So I wanted to learn more about this. So I was like, psychology.
How is it going so far?
I love psych. Psych, it's hard, but I love psych. It's nice. And it's very, I feel like I could raise like 5 human beings. Like, I'm like, I need to go to therapy myself and then raise like 5 other human beings. It's really, really enlightening, and it gives you a lot of empathy too. Sometimes too much. But in the sense that like you make excuses for people a bit too much, but like it does give you a lot of empathy, because you see where people are coming from, and it's easier not to take things more as personal. I'm trying to work on that, but it's still easier like when you know.
Right.
Yeah.
In what ways are you working on it?
I tend to like internalize things, because like, I don't know, I always just like, oh, what could I have done to like make that better? Or like, what could I have done to like avoid this situation? But a lot of the times it's not my fault. There's nothing I could have done to like change how a situation is supposed to happen. And there's always another side. And also people's experiences shape who they are. And I'm not necessarily going to be at a place that someone else is going to be at. So they might not understand where I'm coming from, and I might not understand where they're coming from. That doesn't mean we don't care about each other or want to understand each other. It's just our experiences have not put us in that place to necessarily like understand each other. So that's where I feel like.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that makes you a really, really good friend and partner, I guess. It's true. It's like, I have this friend that's gonna like listen to me rant my shit. I'm like, oh, okay, I understand where you're coming from and stuff. But I mean, on one part, you've kind of been like externalizing it and talking about people and stuff. In what way is it helping you?
In like psychology?
Yeah.
It just made me take charge of like my own mental health and my own like well-being and journey, because it's just like when you're learning about like your brain and your body, it's hard not to like think of how's this affecting me? Like, am I actually like preaching, doing what I preach? And I'm very big on like, I don't want to be necessarily like a hypocrite, like telling someone something and I'm not doing it like myself. And I feel like example too, like how can I be telling someone, okay, journal, but I haven't journaled. You know what I mean? And it's not working for me. Or it's like take medication, or like I haven't taken medication or studied about medication or done anything like that. So it kind of was just like, okay, I know I struggle with certain things and certain thoughts, and like I have ADHD as well. So it's just like, what am I going to do to like make that better for myself? And then for me also growing up Nigerian and African, it's so taboo to talk about mental health and be like taking care of your mental health. Like if you're depressed, they say pray. Like, or like, because they brought us to this part of the world, like they gave us such a beautiful like gift and privilege. It's like, oh, you shouldn't be sad. Like you have nothing to be sad about. Like that type of mentality. So that kind of like you internalize that too. And then also for me, like I talked about kids earlier, but I'm just like, oh, I want to be a mom one day. So I have to be the healthiest version of myself to like eventually raise a child. So that's what's always like, that's kind of what inspired like my journey in like my own mental health. Cause like learning about raising kids, like I took a child psychopathology class, learning about abnormal psychology, how those little symptoms can turn into something big and like you could end up hospitalized. And also just learning too that your mental health, if you don't have your mental health, you really don't have anything. Because like when someone is severely depressed, sometimes like they won't shower, they won't brush their teeth, they won't do school, you can't physically do anything. Like it's detrimental to your physical health, to your mental, to everything. So it's like if you don't take care of yourself, you can't do all the things that you want to do. So as well as taking care of your physical, you have to take care of your mental as well. Wow. So learning about that in psych is just like, okay, what can I do to take care of my mental? Because I'm also a very like ambitious person, and I'm like, there's things I want to do and I can't do it if I'm feeling sad. So I need to get out of this sadness and heal like this procrastination, like ADHD symptoms, and get it together. So that's kind of where learning about it's like you realize the things that like you may be struggling with, and that doesn't mean self-diagnose, but like it just gives you like that realization of like, okay, maybe I should be taking care of this area of my life a bit more. And I think that like happens in a lot of professions, like healthcare professions. If you're learning about something, it's awareness.
Because you know, oh fuck, this is how. Oh, this is one thing though. Most of the people that I know that do psychology, like they keep going and then they do their master, then they do the like. Are you gonna go that route?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have so much school. So the one thing I wish I could go back on, kids, if any of you kids are in high school watching this, do your research on your undergrad degree. Psych is not a good undergrad degree. Why? I would have done a minor. In terms of like the job market, like, yeah, that's not taboo to say. Honestly, I'm making $20 as an admin clerk right now. If I graduate, I'm still probably making the same amount of money, like with my degree. Like, unless you're lucky and you find a really, really good job. Oh, wow. So you need more school in terms of like a good job.
So that's why they keep going.
Yeah, like you would at least need a master's to like also like practice more as a psychologist. You know what I mean? To actually put your like knowledge to use. They just don't give you a lot of opportunities with just your undergrad. So, and there's a lot of undergrad degrees that don't give you a lot of opportunities. Like, let's not even talk about the money. Like, you might not be doing the job that you necessarily want to do or what you've like been learning or aspiring to be.
So what does your path look like?
For me, I think when I'm done school, I'm gonna take some time off though, because I do want to focus more on DJing and just being a bit more creative. And I just feel like I've been doing school all my life. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I need a break. So yeah, I'm just going to take a break. And then I think I'll do a master's in psych.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to like do any special thing, or it's just like psych is for your master's?
Or like clinical psychology is what I would want to do.
So it'd be like a shrink, like a...
I'd want to be like a child psychologist, I think.
Wait, at what age, like is there a minimum age where you can take your child to a therapist and, you know?
I think it depends, honestly, and it depends on what your child may be struggling with. I think earliest 2.
What?
It depends. Like if your kid has like intellectual disabilities, for example, that's a psychiatrist though. but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think it can be as early as 2.
Because I was watching, this is a movie, of course, but like, it's like Exorcist, the new one.
Not Exorcist.
You don't like horror movies?
No, I've been getting into horror movies lately. I don't know what's possessed me. Maybe it's the October spirit. I need to pray, but there's something going on.
No, but really though. So anyway, you know, this kid, and then they took the kid to like a therapist, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I didn't even think I thought you have to be like, at least kind of be grown, but I thought it was a movie. Anyway, so, and then the other thing is your social media. What's the deal there? Like, how did you blow it up? And I know you're gonna be like, he's not big, but
social media. Oh my God, it was 2020 when I stepped into myself. I was like, and actually Instagram was a big part of that, taking photos, and like me and Kalain started taking photos a lot. And my friend Miriam Worry, I don't know if you know her.
I'm not, maybe?
She's a nurse, model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anyways. So we have the same name, Miriam. But yeah, so Miriam, me and Kalain, like we all just started taking photos like first year. Mara had already been taking photos like before, but yeah, that's how we started. And then it was just fun. And then it kind of just grew. And then obviously like Instagram became a bit more informative, and then I started seeing more mental health stuff, and then I would post that. And then also because of BLM, I got a little bit into activism, but then I stopped because it's sad.
It's sad?
Yeah, like just seeing it on your timeline, it gets exhausting, and there's a lot of issues in the world. Like there's a lot of countries that are suffering and going through stuff, and it's hard to... I have the luxury that I can say I'm going to turn off my phone or not post about it anymore, or just like donate and not really like dedicate my entire life to like posting and raising awareness. It's just, I know I have that privilege, but it's just a lot, honestly, to see. And it's like, for me too, it makes me feel really guilty.
I mean, I mean, but also sometimes you kind of have to take care of yourself.
Yeah,
first,
exactly. And that's why I'm like, by the grace of God, I will reach a point where I can give back in the way that I want to. It's just, unfortunately, it's not right now in this place, but like, it makes me more grateful, and I am aware of like global issues that are going on. It's just, it's sad. Yeah.
Okay, so let's reverse it back to the music and to the DJing and stuff. You had your, I guess, coming out party. Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, you do it now. Between then and now, what are some of the gigs you've played that you've enjoyed?
So honestly, when I started as a DJ, it was really fun because the gigs that like came out were really fast. It was May, so I opened for Black Bones. That was fun. Huh. Yeah, and it's just like, wow, like I just started, and I get this experience. So that was amazing.
Guy, I'll let you continue. I have to say though, there's a video of his I just saw recently. I can't remember the title, but it's dope. It's like it's like a beach, and there's like this guy and girl singing. And then there's like a choir and...
Really? Yeah. I haven't seen that.
I'll try and find the link and send it to you. Okay. It's so cool. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
No, but he's cool. He's a very, very cool guy. And he has like cool concepts, I think, that he brings to his shoots. So, yeah.
It was...
So that was just like, what?
Like every year, maybe I'll watch a lot of music videos. And most times I'm like, I can come up with a better concept, but maybe there's like 2 or 3 videos that I'm like, yeah, I can't even.
You can't.
That video was one of them. Really? Like, yeah.
Do you know what song it was for?
I suck with music. I'll try and send it. Okay. It's like so cool. Anyway, so you open for Black Bones. That is freaking cool.
And then like another cool gig that came up at the same time too was DJ Puffy, which was really, really, really cool to me at the same time, because while Henry was training me, DJ Puffy was one of the DJs he used to talk about, and like I would actually used to go to DJ Puffy's comments, and like when he would comment like soca songs, I would steal them and download them from my library. So when I saw that and I got that message that like we would like you to open for DJ Puffy, I was like, shut up. What?
Yes.
I thought I was so cool. I was so happy. So that was like really, really exciting. I think those two have to be.
I mean, they're pretty
They were
huge.
really, really good. And then, oh my God, there was more low-key stuff. And also, there was one Sunday at Suly, the Sunday school. I forgot which one it was. It was the one in the summer, not the... Oh, no, the 2 Sunday schools. Like, I actually love those gigs. Like, those gigs are so nice because I met Revea. What's it called? This Toronto DJ, female DJ Baby Vay. She's amazing. You guys should check her out. So, yeah. Those gigs are really exciting too. Yeah.
So one thing, like, I mean, it's one thing to DJ, you know, they put playlists of songs and stuff, but do you ever see a situation or a future where you're actually making your music?
I would like to one day, maybe, yeah, especially like, I would love to make music one day and like get into producing. That would be really
Producing,
cool.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I have no idea where to start. I need to ask someone. Well, actually, that's a little bit in the works. But yeah, I would love to. Yeah, that's something I'm definitely going to learn about because it's not even something I thought was ever possible for me. Because in my limited mindset, I thought the only way you could create music is if you could sing. So yeah, so
and then basketball. Actually, we didn't talk about basketball. What did you like about basketball?
I started basketball when did I start basketball? In grade 7. So I did that up until high school, like until I started high school, and then I played rugby in high school.
Why would you go from basketball to rugby though?
I don't even. Oh my God, my best friend in high school, her older sister was a rugby player. And I don't know, we always kind of followed in her older sister's footsteps. Like when my first job was like I was a lifeguard and she was a lifeguard at first and then we were just lifeguards at the same time. And then she played rugby. We're like, that's a cool sport. And also it's just kind of tough. Like I get to tackle girls and I'm like, that's really, really cool. So I was like, yeah, I'm a rugby player. I love rugby. And that's one thing I actually will never forgive COVID for.
Why?
It stole my last rugby season from me.
Oh, right.
I was so sad.
I mean, so do you ever just played now or?
No, I want to get back into it, but I have back issues now. I'm scared.
From rugby?
No, I don't even know what it's from. Maybe the car accident. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. But I'm just scared a little bit now.
So, I mean, you're now on the path to becoming a clinical psychologist while you're DJing. While you're being a friend and you're being, you know, your relationship and you have all this knowledge and all these things together. But apart from, I don't know, you didn't actually see things you do when you want to take care of you. What are some of those things you do?
DJing is one of them.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, it's just like, it's fun. Especially, and that's why like I never wanted to like make it about kind of like
the business
side of it, if that makes sense, just because it's really, really fun and it's just nice to just kind of like sit there and like listen to music and like mix my songs together and that type of vibe. So DJing is one of them, but also journaling and talking. I'm a talker. I love talking out my feelings, and I recently started therapy for that reason because I feel like having unbiased, like someone who's not in your personal life to hear like just on all your unfiltered thoughts, it's actually so helpful. So that's one thing that I do to like take care of my mental. Like I talk to my therapist, I talk to my friends, I journal a lot now. Yeah, because it's nice to like write down your feelings and also to like go back and look at like your growth. And like I journal on my phone, which is weird because it's kind of like I'm texting myself. That's kind of how I do it. And then listening to music too. And I write poetry.
You do?
Yeah. When I'm really sad.
Are you ever gonna like read your poetry?
I don't know. They're really personal.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, they're really, really personal. It's just really nice to do, which is so weird. Sometimes in a way, like, journaling becomes kind of exhausting, but then poetry just like, it just comes.
When did the poetry start?
I'd say in 2020, actually.
Everything started in
2020. That year was a pivotal year for me.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna let you go with this question though. This one is also super selfish of me. So, if someone wants to start like DJing, what are some things they should focus on?
For me, I would say downloading your music. So there's websites like YouTube to like MP3.
So wait, you can't do like what of Spotify and stuff?
Okay, there is on Serato, but I've never messed around with that. And I've heard other DJs say that there's like an online platform where they get like their music from Wi-Fi and they can search any song. I've just never messed around with that.
But I mean, it just makes more sense because if you have the file, you know you have the file.
Exactly. And like I've now switched to like USB because like I had laptop issues. So like now it's just on like a USB drive and I have all of my songs. So I like that more. And sometimes also too, I'll cut a song, especially for my piano songs. Like it's not, I don't need the whole
beginning of the song.
You know what I mean? So I'll cut the file sometimes.
Why do they do that though?
Honestly, like, I'm not even gonna judge them or even to each their own.
Right?
Like,
okay, fair enough.
I feel like when they get in their studio, because the piano is such a vibe. Because to be honest, when I'm like working out or studying, I let the 9 minutes play. I don't really mind.
Fair
and it's because
enough.
it's just like it's a catch. I get it. Whatever. Do you? But it's just not necessary. DJ, I'm not playing the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's so sometimes. So I like having the files, but I know there's other ways to like have music that maybe is more efficient. Okay. But I just feel like building your library is the most important thing, and also like planning like your library in the sense of like your cue points and like organizing yourself, how you want to do your transitions, like that type of stuff. That needs to be done before your events. Okay. So I think like for me, one thing I wish I started was building my library before I came out, because that would have been just way easier if I had it. Like,
so how big is your library now?
It's not even that big. I haven't scratched the surface. It's just on my piano. I think I have like 2,000, 3,000 songs.
What are you? That's a lot of songs.
It's not a lot though. I don't have my R&B library is not there. Yeah, like I could have a better soca dance hall. No, it's not. There's so many songs you wouldn't imagine.
Fair enough.
I don't think it's actually 2,000. I think it's close to 2,000.
But that's a lot though. That's a lot of songs. Okay, so
I don't even know why
what is a typical length of a set that you play?
For me, an hour and a half.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
That's it.
Right.
Longest I've ever played was the last Sunday school, which was when I was with Revea, so it was just like a female lineup. So I think I played for 3 hours.
How did for your 1.5 hour set? How many songs do you play?
I couldn't tell you.
You know, just like boop, boop, boop.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, and also, yeah, because if I start at the beginning, I could let songs play.
Wait, you're standing for the 3 hours? Do you ever sit down?
No, it's taboo to sit down as a DJ. I really wish I could change it, but I'm not going to be the first one. But yeah, because even there's one time I played Africa Night and I sat down because it was just an awkward length. And I remember someone was like, "You're not supposed to sit." I was like, "I know," but I couldn't stand. I would have looked like I would have been hunched over. It doesn't make sense.
Oh my god!
You're supposed to.
Yeah, you've already discouraged me from.
Is not because music is like drugs to me.
Right.
Once I'm listening to it and the music is good, that's all I need. Yeah.
Shoes. So for shoes, you have to wear sneakers, I guess, right? Or
I be wearing my boots, my block heel boots.
And then you stand for hours in that. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I can stand in heels. Walking is a different story.
Right.
Standing, I could stand in my heels.
Okay, so that was the last one. This is the real last one though.
Okay.
Why is music so important to you?
I just feel like ever since I was younger and anytime I went through like a hard time, music is just what spoke to me. It's always been like my friend. I've always listened to songs that related to me. So it's just, that's why music's important to me. She's been my girl when I needed her. So yeah, that's why,
It's always fun talking to you.
Yeah.
DJ Suly, thanks for coming to the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.